Hey guys, this is Mr. H. I want to do a video on finding the A, B, and C for a quadratic. The name of the assignment is finding A, B, and C for the quadratic formula, but we've also learned how to complete the square. So we need the A, the B, and C. We need to be able to find the A, B, and C for whether you do the quadratic formula or completing the square. So I wanted to go through this and make sure everyone is on the same page. A lot of students are good with finding A, B, and C, but there's a couple people who struggle when the B or the C is not on the left-hand side of the equation. So I just wanted to do a quick video showing you how you would do that. So let me jump in here and get going. I'm gonna do 3 examples. First one up. All right, now there's 2 things that need to be true whenever you're trying to find the A, B, and C. It has to be equal to 0. The quadratic equation has to be equal to 0. And it also should be in standard form. And if you don't know what standard form is, I'm going to include a link to the video I just created that will show you how to put something in standard form. But all it basically means is that the highest, the term that has the highest exponent should go first. The term with the second highest exponent should go second, all of that. So in this case, the x squared term should go first. So if you look at this, I'm going to write it. The first question you're going to see, they give you a quadratic equation and it's already in standard form. So 2, 1, 0. So it's already in standard form. All you have to do now is find out what the A, B, and C are. So it's equal to 0. It's in standard form. We're ready to go. So the first question that I want you to answer is the quadratic equation equal to 0? And I would say, yes, it is. So once it's equal to 0, now you can do the A, B, and C. If it wasn't equal to 0, then you have to do some algebraic manipulation. So the A is going to be 1, the B is going to be a -8, and the C is going to be 12. That's what you would do. That's how you would answer it. And that's all you're doing. Okay, let's do another one. I'm going to do question number 5. All right, so here, they're giving us a quadratic equation. It's in standard form on the left, but the second question is it equal to 0? No, it isn't. So that means we need to move it, we need to get it into, we need to make it equal to 0. So here is how we would do it. We are going to take the 6, it's a positive 6, so to move it to the other side, we're just going to subtract 6, and we're going to subtract 6 from 23. And that's because they're both constant. So this is going to be 17. So our A is going to be 2, our B is going to be 12, and our C is going to be a positive 17. So now we go here and we say that the A is 2, the B is 12, and the C is 17. Then we submit it. And it says, nice job. All right, so let's go to another one. So let's go to number 12. Now, this one is a little different. Okay, this one, they have been giving these questions now on the Regents exam. So they give you two functions or 2 equations. One is a quadratic and one is linear, and they want you to solve that quadratic linear system algebraically. So what that means is you need, well, one of the ways you could do it is if you set those 2 equal to each other, then you can basically find the A, B, and C. So let me show you exactly what I mean. So very first question, now this is a different question. It says, can these 2 equations be set equal to each other? And the answer is yes, they can. Because they're both equal to y, that means that they're equal to each other. So I'm going to go, let me write this is going to be x squared minus 1x minus 3 is equal to 3x minus 3. Now, the reason that I know that is true is because they were both equal to y. So that means that they have to be equal to each other. Now, I'm just going to, just like we were doing in the getting equations into standard form, we're going to move this minus 3x to the other side, and we're going to subtract it from the negative 1x. That's one thing. And then we're going to add 3 to this side, and we're going to add 3 over here to this constant as well. So on the right-hand side, it's going to be equal to 0. That's what we need in order to find the A, B, and C. So this is going to be 1x squared. A negative 1 minus 3 is going to be a negative 4x, and then a negative 3 plus 3 is just going to be a positive 0. Now, so that's what we're going to enter. So let's go here. The A is 1, the B is a negative 4, and the C is 0. Submit it, and it says, nice job. Let's do one more of these. Okay, let me get rid of this. First question, can these two equations be set equal to each other? Absolutely, because they're both equal to y. Now, if they weren't equal to y, if one of the equations wasn't equal to y, that means we should get it equal to y first and then set the two equations equal. But in this case, they are. So we can write this as x squared, 1x squared plus 7x minus 19 equals 3x plus 2. Now, the reason I can set those two equal to each other is because they're both equal to y. And because they're both equal to y, that means they're equal to each other. All right, so now I got to move, just like before, I got to move this minus 3, I got to move the positive 3x to the other side by subtracting 3x from the 7. And then I'm going to subtract 2 from the negative 19. And on this side, it's going to be 0. Over here, we're going to have 1x squared. 7x minus 3x is going to be a positive 4x, and a negative 19 minus 2 is going to be a negative 21. Now, if you're struggling with the negatives and positives, then just use the calculator. But the most important thing is that you realize that you can set these two equations equal to each other. And then, of course, in order to find the A, B, and C, they have to be, the equation has to be equal to 0. So you have to make sure that happens. So let me go ahead and finish this. So this is going to be 1. The B is going to be a positive 4, and the C is going to be a negative 21. Now, if I submit this, it says, well done. All right, so again, in order to find the A, B, and C, the coefficients or the equation has to be equal to 0. If it's not equal to 0, you need to set it equal to 0. Once you set it equal to 0, find the A, find the B, find the C. That's what you're doing every single time for a quadratic. All right, let's go. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to post.